I'm a police officer. That's my calling. That's my vocation. That's what I'm doing. But my identity precedes it. The reason for that is, what if I can't be a police officer anymore?
Right.
Then I have nothing. And this is what destroys people. The calling wasn't there before the identity. The identity is what God knit together in your mother's womb, not a calling, you.
Hey guys, I want to talk to you all about identity real quick. Too many people feel like everything depends on them and they don't feel good enough to handle it all. Years of painful life experiences have caused them to develop beliefs about themselves that are not true, which is a false identity. This is Jamie Winship. He has a program called the Identity Exchange that helps people learn about their true identity in Christ. He grabbed the attention of different government agencies while being a police officer in Washington, D.C., with his obscure methods of solving cases by asking God how he would solve certain problems. And this led him across the world to resolve conflict in the most dangerous of situations in mostly Muslim parts of the world. I use Jamie as an example because he does a fantastic job of illustrating how we exchange our lies then for truth. At Freedom, we all write an identity statement, something that helps us exchange those lies for truths the way that God truly sees us. And I cannot stress enough how important this is. We are flawed humans that fall back into routine, into what is comfortable. So if we don't read through this identity statement from time to time, we are more than likely going to fall back into that false identity, what the enemy has convinced us of for years. I want to encourage y'all to read it every day until you believe it. Because like Paul says at Freedom, it will more accurately portray the way Jesus sees you than the way you see yourself. If you are interested in learning more about how we can then use that identity statement and transform it into a new way of living, I would recommend listening to some of Jamie Winship's podcasts or some of his speeches. I have the links attached to a 4-part series that he did at a youth retreat. So check them out. Let me know what you think. Y'all be blessed.
The human instinct is to view themselves as less than who they are because of really the lie that we grow up in. So to move out of the false is just to move away from that fear, guilt, and shame that accuses us of things like, ultimately, you're stuck and alone. Yeah. Everything in your life depends on you and you're not good enough to do it. Those basic lies, and out of those come the identities. I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough. All of those things that just prevent us from operating in the truth of who we really are.